Xfinity 10G network, big connections on and off the field. We're going to go to Michigan for this one, and the Wolverines starting strong as expected, despite Jim Harbaugh being sidelined for the first 3 games. They are 2-0, and Roman Wilson has now caught 5 touchdowns through 2 games from J.J. McCarthy. You could feel the connection. Literally, you can feel the connection. He had a hat trick week 1. He had 2 more week 2. And it feels like that's going to be the duo that is going to really push this Michigan offense over the top.
Yeah, my question going into this season, I loved Michigan. I loved everything about their team, their chemistry, their culture. I wondered if they had elite level players at the wide receiver position. I mean, I like Roman Wilson. I thought he was really good, in certain situations receiver, but he's looking like a number 1 guy, and so he's really stepping up his game. I think J.J. McCarthy is playing at a very, very high level, very confident level, throwing the football right now. And actually their passing game is a little bit ahead of their run game, which the Michigan run game is going to ultimately flex its muscles. So to see Roman Wilson step up as a number 1 guy is great news if you're a Michigan fan.
And Jim Harbaugh will miss just 1 more game, but have you been impressed with what you've seen out of Michigan, considering the absence? I know that maybe the level of opponent isn't necessarily what they're eventually going to see when he comes back, but even so, the way that they've just looked clean so far.
Yeah, I mean, they've looked dominant the way you expect them to look on both sides of the ball, and I just think that they have enough maturity and enough of a culture in place that they're just taking care of business, and they'll be happy when they get their head coach back. But until he does, they're going about their business.
Yeah, we'll see what Michigan can do moving forward. That first Big Ten game, week 4 against Rutgers, will be the return of Jim Harbaugh.